0. We are live on Champlain, and I'm way too deep right now, so I'm heading in shallower. And I am filming a video, so if I'm talking to the camera, I'm not always talking to you guys. Got some serious fog and clouds rolling in on the north end. Trolling my way back to the boat launch here. This is 6 servings. I'm probably going to eat it out. Just hit a log. Small one. Don't horse them. Yeah, right. I had to horse them today. I caught 3 fish and then my net fell in the lake at 20 miles an hour and 100 feet of water. No, I actually don't horse them. I actually play them out. Nope. I just got whacked. Water temp is 33.66. Not a great day to be hand lining fish. After you've lost your net. Yeah, it's very chilly. Ask your Laker questions, ask live scope questions, tell me where you're from. More chats in the chat, the better. We're at, it's been a very slow day today. Only at 17 Lakers today. Because I was trying to do trolling video this morning first, trying to do the hard stuff first, and I was losing my mind. They did not want the troll this morning, but that was rainy and windy, and now it's neither of those things, which is nice. Since this got hit, I probably check it. I don't know if it was a log or what. Nope. Coming to a very sharp point here. Does trolling speed change based on water temps? Yes. Well, yes. I like to go fairly slow when it's cold like this, and then you can go pretty fast in the summertime, like early June when the water temps gets about 50. Because then they can kind of go anywhere in the water column. Like right now, they were just not having the jig bite this morning at all. I've probably seen 100 Lakers today and only caught 17, so that's a slow day for me. You wouldn't think that, but starting to mist out. I can't read the whole app. Hey, so I went on the Finger Lakes yesterday because it was glorious. Problem is I dropped on at least a half a dozen and nobody sniffed the jig. Do I need to go to a different size? For the game, first time this year. Newfound is really good. Temporary. Yeah, so Newfound's good. Sunapee is notoriously hard to fish. I would have downsized on that lake today if I was you. If they're not even giving it a sniff. That's what I had the issue with today. Like I actually ended up downsizing and that didn't work either, and I just ended up leaving like hundreds of fish because they were just being nightmares where I was pulling out my hair. So sometimes it just takes finding different fish. So what's fish on? Fish on. Put you guys up here. Hopefully it stays on. Fish on. It's actually a silly salmon. Not the right species, but I'll take it. There we go, silly salmon. And this guy is pretty beat up here. Oh. Poor guy. Has a bunch of baby lampreys on him. But silly salmon. Silly salmon. Before I crash here, hold on. So this is what it had on them. A lamprey, which are nasty creatures. And they have all these little teeth in there. Hopefully you can focus on that. But I'm going to dispatch this one off camera here. We're crashing. It had a bunch of babies on it too. Yeah. Hold on. I'll talk to you guys in a second, but this is what we're using. This is the new spoon from Bend It Fishing, benditfish.com. I have the same size on both rods. And I'm in Vermont right now because our season is closed in New Hampshire. I'm actually going over a bunch of fish right now. That was 2 colors down at 2.1-ish. I gotta kill those lampreys and throw them back in the lake. Can't bring those home to New Hampshire for sure. Hold on. Freaking lamprey guts. All right, what did I miss? Yeah, those are all fun. Yeah, I would eat those. These are, I think these are Brocraft rod holders. They're actually really nice, and they're actually really sturdy. They kind of click in. Make sure they'll sit in, and they'll wobble a bunch, but you gotta click them in. That is key. So that was a landlocked Atlantic salmon. Actually, technically, I don't know if it's locked because it could go out through the St. Lawrence, but just how the lampreys got in here. So that I'm running an ugly stick, big water. That's actually a downrigger rod, and then this is the Cabela's Depth Master 8.4 medium light, I think. And we're a little too deep here. And I am by no means an expert at trolling. I gotta cycle the GoPros here, hold on. Good thing I saw that one. Would have missed it for sure. And I was gonna spend one whole day trying to remember all of the stuff I didn't like about this boat from last year, like things I wanted to change, you know? And I got literally 2 hours, 3 hours to get it all rigged 2 days ago. And so I just threw everything in here. Everything's disorganized. Safety equipment's in here. That's all I really needed. A couple of rods. But we're super deep right now. We're in, well, relatively deep. I don't know if I want to go troll in or troll this island area here. I'm staying over the fish for someone with no spot left. Yeah, so if you go watch a video on how to back troll, that is the only way to stay on fish if you don't have spot lock. You can do it with a manual, like a tiller steer trolling motor as well. I can do it with this gas motor. Actually find a hump or find a spot that should have fish on it, spin around, put it in reverse, and then I just keep tapping it in reverse to keep my line vertical. That's the best way to do it. If you have live scope, it's a lot easier because you don't have to stay directly underneath your, directly over the top of your jig. But I will say, if it's windy or wavy, you can sink the back of your boat. Like you will submarine that thing. So, little disclaimer: be careful. What depth am I targeting today? So I was anywhere from my goal was to do a bunch of like shallow water fishing today, but those fish were just shut off. So we ended up going anywhere from 40 to 80. My goal was to do some fly fishing and some other stuff, which it's o'clock now. I guess I could go try somewhere, but so all of the stuff, all the spoons and stuff I'm talking about here on the live stream are available at benditfish.com. And along with that, these hats are not released yet. They're going to come out next. What do you think a fair price for a hat like this is? Shipping not included. You're cut out. Oh, yeah, the service over here kind of sucks, actually. I'm in, right now I'm in 20, but I've been fishing anywhere between 40 and 80 today. We got quite a few people on. That's cool. I need to tighten this hat one more notch. Cool. I was thinking, I gotta figure out what I'm getting them for. I don't remember what I'm buying them for. Shipping's around $5, $5 to $6. So always try to factor that in with like fixed merchandise items that I'm a guy. I don't like buying things that I can't use for like fishing and stuff, or things that aren't going to benefit me in any other way, like clothing. It's not going to keep me warm or do something else. Clothing, I don't want to buy it. So for a hat, like that's why I've never released kind of merch, except for like hand drying towels, which are beneficial to people. I think I'm gonna go troll around this island and then troll around the other island here. My hand warmers got wet. But I actually have heated grip on this, which broke last fall, which I was very sad about, but now it's working again, which is exciting. And there's my wife on the live stream or text message. When are you coming home tonight? Tell my wife half day. It's already past the half day because I woke up at 4, so 4 to 4 would be half. Am I still live streaming, folks? I guess I must be. I'm fishing for lake trout, but I just caught a salmon a minute ago. Atlantic salmon, landlocked Atlantic salmon. I'm on Lake Champlain. And we are cruising at 2.1 mile an hour, which is as slow as it goes without dragging something behind the boat. Probably could go slower. I could trim it up, but I don't like to do that. It makes a lot of noise. And this is the advanced tiller, so I actually have I have speed control and a heated grip. I'm trolling the same size spoon on both sides here. 3 1/4 silver hammered, or nickel hammered, with a hot glow spot on the top, which I'm releasing soon, probably next week or something. I've never eaten one out of this lake. Yeah, I've never eaten one out of this lake. I've eaten smelt-based lakes. Those taste a little bit better, apparently. These ones are alewife based, can be a little bit greasier, a little bit more fishier. And I live 3 hours from here, so I never bring ice or nothing like that to bring one home. But I have heard of somebody that smokes them and they taste great here, so I don't know. I should be seeing fish on them. I got live scope behind you guys, by the way, that's why I keep looking up. Little shallow. There's a laker for sure. I'm gonna drive over his head. That spoon's kind of on the surface. Oh yeah, there's some lakers right there. And this one's 2 colors down, so it should be anywhere between 6 to 10 feet. It's not a very long leader, so. Guys, keep me entertained. So I'm just turning this. There's a huge inside turn to my right, or basically right in front of me. It's kind of like this. Kind of like this right in front of me. I think I'm gonna go on the edge of it and then see if there's any fish on the flat on the back side of it. Yeah, so Champlain stays open year round, and I know Quebec has some weird rules. So I fished Quebec last year. I'll probably go again this year if I can make it up to Memphremagog. And then New Hampshire doesn't open until April 1st for open water, and we don't have any open water, so she closed. Yeah, I bought a Dipsy Diver years ago. I tried it for stock trout, and I could not figure, like I figured it out, but it was more of a pain in the butt than lead core, I think. My lead core is really old. I should just replace it, and I'd probably get less aggravated. I don't really like trolling. I'm trolling for a how-to video. You guys just have to be part of it today. And by yourself, I lose my freaking mind, so that's why you guys are on. Oh, there's a fish. On the screen. He's 35 feet down though. I don't think he's gonna come up this high. One more color out. Lakers are lazy. Should be about 15 feet down. The other one's just on the surface. Hot weed. Don't know. Yeah, I do stop and jig for them occasionally. If I find a bunch and they're just not, this is what they were doing this morning, I trolled over them a bunch of times. They were spooking, and then I gave up on that and I tried to jig to them and they still wouldn't eat the jig. And so I ended up leaving them. I burned through a half tank of gas today just looking for fish that were active. This water temp's a little tricky. Like they want to eat always, but we had a weather pattern. We had rain and wind coming in today, and now it's not doing either one of those. I am scoping. You just can't see it. So the reason I'm not scoping right now is I'm releasing a trolling spoon that matches my other gear that I sell, and I'm trying to promote it. So that's why I'm trolling. I know a lot of people go out and troll. They don't have live scope, so I try to do all for lake trout. Share all I can. I'm not seeing anything on this flat here except for that one laker that I saw when I came in here. This afternoon, I got here at 7:30. It was pouring rain out. Stayed in the truck for a little while that passed. Yeah, the Lakers are actually in both areas of the water column. I found them as shallow as like 10 feet and all the way down to 80, where I knew where to look for them because I just checked where I was ice fishing out here last. But yeah, they're still deep and they're trying to come up shallow, and the shallow ones just were not biting. Like I would put a jig right on their face and they would chase it for like 3 feet and they would give up. And for like from 10 to 1:30 I tried that. Water temp is 33.5 degrees. I got up to, I did find like 35, 36 earlier today, about 10 miles south of here. So it's still cold. No icebergs floating around, but there's some ice on some of the main lake islands. It's just giant icebergs from freezing. All right, there is absolutely no fish out here. I say that, and now there's two that might be on bottom. And 50 foot of water. That could be a school of Lakers right there. Let out some more lead core here while we're deep. What's your lake trout PB? 40 something inches? 40 and a half? That was Lake Superior though. So I think there's Lakers all over the bottom here. I wish I only had one line down because I would jig real quick and see what they are. Alright, so I think that two colors, that was 15, 20, 25. Oh, I got a Laker coming up to the boat. So Lakers, occasionally think that the boat is, see the shadow down there, and they'll come up screaming from the bottom and just to take a look and see if it's food, and then they're like, oh no, it's a boat, and then they run away. Oh, I really want to stop on these fish. I don't think the Lakers, they could be perch or something like that. They look pretty small. Remind me to reel up before I get shallow here. Yeah, PB Laker is 40.5. PB Laker on this lake is 33 inches. 33 and a half, something like that. And then Maine is 32, New Hampshire is 30. Oh, there's some salmon up high. I'm going right over their heads too. You guys got to keep the chat going. Occasionally, this YouTube thing will freeze and I'll talk to myself for like 20 minutes. Little back bay over here that it gets pretty shallow. No, I don't troll for Lakers a lot, so I don't have a lot of bycatch. It's usually Lakers or salmon. Every once in a while, I'll catch a smallmouth, a smallie. But I haven't caught a smallie in a while. Usually I'm trolling too deep. Because I'm in too deep. One of my really old waypoints is over there. It's interesting. Yeah, I just actually, I was over in 400 feet of water, or 3 something, on the way back over here. And you know how like the map will sometimes say like salmon here and walleye here. It said, you know, walleye here is in 300 feet of water. I'm like, I don't think there's a lot of roaming walleye out in 300 feet, but there could be. Yeah, I don't think those are Lakers on bottom. I think they're big. So I'm running live scope. You guys can't see it, but there's no fish around where I am. I'm gonna change shorelines here in a second. I'm tempted to go shallow. Let's do that. Let's go shallow. So that could be a Laker. I'm seeing fish. They're just not the right species. And I've never told this, like, this is just, I'm trolling back towards the boat launch, that's all. I'm reeled up here, I'll show you guys the spoon. Nothing special, but it helps. Chartreuse on there. And this lake is littered with zebra mussels, so if this thing even touches the ground, fish won't eat it. But we're gonna go shallow. Says it should be 14 feet back here. I've never fished back here. Yeah, I think it's time for some new lead core that's not so kinked up. Where you guys all from? Tell me what state you're from, or where you're watching this from, at least. Sometimes I'll get overseas, depending on what time of day I do live streams. Michigan. I come out there and fish. A lot of my customers are in Michigan. And subscribers, obviously. Nice. This morning I was fishing. It was cold, rainy, miserable, and windy. Uh, 2.1, because that's as slow as my motor can go, I think. I was running fast a second ago because I was turning that corner, but I'd rather be running like 1.2, but then I got to use my trolling motor. It's kind of a pain in the butt. We're at 11 feet. I gotta speed up. I do. Not using it right now though. Right now we do. So I have the big handle tiller, advanced tiller. It's got troll control. So as slow as I can go is like 2-1 without like trimming anything up or anything like that. On flat water, and then it has a heated grip, so I keep putting my hand back there to warm my hands up. Worth the extra money. We're gonna troll a really steep break here in a minute. See how that goes. Oh, there's some fish. Give it a little jiggy jig. Good on small. Joe. I don't know. So YouTube, someone just commented something about a spoon, I'm guessing. And YouTube flags stuff randomly, so it flagged that and it won't let me unflag it. So that's not me, it's YouTube. My channel is a very family-friendly channel. I cut out all my curse words. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the majority of, so from Burlington all the way down to Button Bay was as far as I went today. It was all open. So Main Lake all the way on the Narrows is open. I thought I was going to run on top of ice. It was just like a weird scene, basically, that was flat water. It was weird, really weird looking. I really shouldn't eat six servings of Chex Mix. Ah, there's someone's freaking buoy right there. I think I'm gonna get snagged on that freaking buoy. You watch. Somehow, no. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not trolling nice though. I know a couple of trolling lures, and that's about it. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no. Something I don't want to snag. Sunken tree or something. I thought it was a whole school of fish. And there's something on my my top water spoon. Like trash, I mean, not fish. Yeah, I think the only place that's not open is Crown Point, maybe, and obviously parts of Inland Sea. Ferry was running, Charlotte Ferry was running today. This is trolling. Burning gas, not catching fish. But we have 144 feet of water to my right and a rock face to my left here. And I wish I brought my tablet because I could actually see the writing from far away, and I put you guys up and you guys can see everything. This is definitely not a high percentage area if I was to put money on it. Started seeing bottom there. Yes, if you search my channel, I am the guy for jigging lake trout. That would be bottom. Bottom and a backlash. Now I got two lines to worry about. Hate trolling. Alright, let's go back and get my lead core. So yeah, jigging's my thing. Go look at my channel. That's what I mainly do. Got it back. We good. We good. Get over that shallow spot before I put my line back out. Hard right, hard right. Control this point here, and then I'm going to whiz over to where I was seeing the smaller fish. I have 162 feet of water in this direction and then 0 in that direction. Can't see nothing with even with the live scope. Nothing over here. Let's go. Brakes. I think it was just interference. hear me too. Alright, we're gonna go see what those fish are. Before it gets dark. They were kind of all in this area, so find one and drop on his head, wherever it was. It's not very big, it's probably a perch. I'm guessing I'm frozen. I guess I froze. Thank you guys very much for watching, even though it wasn't super productive trolling time, but it's only an hour. And I'll have this trolling video and my other video released out soon as possible.